if you're going to be running things like an insurance agency, any type of business, when it comes to hiring people, you have to communicate to them the role you are hiring them for, okay? This is a concept that's going to sound so blatantly obvious after I discuss it, but I guarantee you're probably making mistakes around it if you're hiring people, or if you have labels in your team like CEO, CMO, like different things like this. You have to know how their role directly impacts revenue, okay? Every single person inside of your organization is a salesperson in some way, shape, or form, and I'll break all of this down. I was having a conversation with a lady, and she thought her role was simply administration. And we have to, like, well, how do your administrative roles factor into the company making money? And if you cannot articulate that, you can't ask for things like raises, you cannot ask for bonuses, you can't really ask for anything because you don't even know what to fucking ask for. You don't know what to ask for, right? So if you're going to be hiring people as the agency owner or as the business owner, as the entrepreneur, you should want to learn to communicate enough to effectively articulate and relay a message about what this person is responsible for. Like, if you're in charge of onboarding agents, the goal is not to onboard as many people as possible. It's to onboard agents that add a predictable amount of revenue onto the business. And let's say you're making $100,000 a year as an administrative person. If you're doing something like insurance and you bring on 10 agents a year that are each worth $50,000 in profit to the business, if you bring 10 on a year, you just raise the business revenue by 500. You added $500,000 in top line revenue. And now that tells you which invisible areas to focus on with the business and what metrics, not vanity bullshit. We don't care about clicks and views and all that stuff. Like, what are the invisible metrics we should be tracking? And what are those activation points? What are those bottlenecks, constraints we should be removing? Not just how many people can we get licensed, anything like that. It's what type of people have the highest LTV? Where do they hang out at? What are their MetaPro? Like, there's so many cool things you can do once you actually know what to look for. And when you know what to look for, you know how to effectively communicate and get better things for the business, get better results. And I can promise you, if you're making $100,000 a year and you want to ask your boss, hey, here's the value that I bring, here's directly how I impact the revenue of the business. If you can show them that, hey, if I bring you on an additional 10 agents that are going to give you an extra $500,000 a year in revenue, and out of that, you're going to get $350,000 in commissions, give me $75,000 of that, and I'll do that for you every year, and we'll keep adding that on. All right? Or give me 20% ownership of the business. I want to be partners. This is how you should look at everything. And if you're a business owner, you should want to get, like, guys, don't get me wrong, you don't have to start a business to make lots of money. I know freaking amazing entrepreneurs, people who work in the business as like mid-level employees, executives, things like that. I know people who crush it, make two of them make multiple 7 figures a year being an employee. You don't have to be the business owner. So if you know how to structure what you're looking for and communicate in these ways, you know how what you do directly impacts the revenue of the business, you can ask for a lot more money because you know what to do. You know what to optimize your time around, what activities you should focus on, what you need to ruthlessly eliminate and delegate. Okay? So I hope that helps. If you're watching this, like, let me know what you thought of this down below in the comments. Just wanted to shoot this for you guys because I just had a fantastic conversation. And I think it would help out a lot of you who have employees, or you are an employee for somebody and you want a raise, okay? Because that's why we're in business, right? We all want to earn more. That way we can do better for our family, buy nicer food, sleep in better houses, move to better neighborhoods, take better vacations, right? So love you all. Keep being awesome. I'll see you on the next one. Don't ever settle for less than you're fucking worth, my friends.